Welcome everyone to today's Concern Primary Debates video workshop. The Concern Primary Debates is Concern Worldwide's fun educational programme aimed at senior primary school students. The Concern Primary Debates programme is run in conjunction with education support centres across Ireland and the Global Citizenship team in Northern Ireland. This year, the programme will run both online and in person. Concern provides all of the motions that you will be debating this year. Each debate has a proposition team who support the motion and an opposition team who are looking to disprove the motion. All of the motions that you will be debating as part of the Concern Primary Debates are based off global issues, the work of concern, or the lives of young people. In the Concern Primary Debates, there are 3 speakers per team: Captain, Speaker 2 and Speaker 3. All speakers have the opportunity to speak for 3 minutes, and the Captain actually speaks twice, once at the beginning and once at the end. Every debate also has a chairperson, and schools will each have a timekeeper. It is very important to know which side of the motion that you will be debating, so that you can prepare your arguments accordingly, and also to be mindful of what the other team will be bringing up in their speeches too. This is called refutation and rebuttal, and is something that your teacher will work on with you during the year as you prepare for your debates. In this series of interactive workshops, you will be looking at 1 motion per workshop. For each motion, we will be exploring the different ideas that the proposition and opposition team might bring into the debate. We will also be exploring how the motion connects to Concern's work across the globe. So let's get started with today's workshop and start exploring all the different sides of today's motion. We've also included a couple of classroom activities that you can do with your class or maybe outside of school. And we will be looking at how the motion connects to the work of concern. So enjoy! For today's workshop, we will be focusing on the motion, tourism does more harm than good.
Today we're going to explore the debate motion, tourism does more harm than good. But before we jump into the debate, let's warm up with our first activity. Let's start by dreaming big. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go? Would it be a tropical island, a snowy mountain, or maybe a city full of lights and music? Now think of 3 reasons why you'd love to visit that place. Is it the food, the animals, the adventure, or the people? Your teacher's going to pause the video now so you can chat with your table group or the person next to you. Share your dream destination and your top 3 reasons.
Concern Worldwide provides life-saving and life-changing help to the world's poorest people. Concern has worked in around 50 countries and continues to work in almost 30 countries at once. The majority of these countries are part of the Global South. The term Global South doesn't actually mean countries that are geographically south on a map. It refers to countries whose economies are disadvantaged or underdeveloped due to unstable governments or the effects of colonisation. Why does Concern do the work it does? Well, that's because Concern is an international humanitarian organisation. Humanitarians work to ease the suffering of others. Concern is one of the largest charities in Ireland and has been working overseas combating poverty and hunger for over 50 years. Concern was established by a group of volunteers in 1968 in response to a conflict in Biafra, now Nigeria. Many people and children were starving as a result of this conflict, and so ordinary people fundraised to send assistance overseas to those who needed urgent help. This assistance came in the form of a large ship carrying supplies. Today, even though the methods have changed and cash transfers are being used more and more, Concern's mission remains the same: ending extreme poverty, whatever it takes. Concern has its head office in Dublin, but it employs staff in every country it works in, staff who know the local people and speak the local language. We work with many partner organisations all over the world to ensure that the people who need humanitarian assistance receive it as quickly as possible. Concern has 5 key areas that it bases its work around: emergencies, livelihoods, education, health and nutrition, and gender equality. Through our schools programme, Concern hopes to create a generation of active citizens who are informed about important global issues and actively make and encourage change in their local community while working towards important changes for everyone on the planet. Sign up for the Concern Primary School Debates at concern.net.
Today's motion is tourism does more harm than good. So now, let's break down the motion. Tourism, the business of providing services such as transport, places to stay, or entertainment for people who are on holiday. Harm, to damage something or make something worse. This motion links to the following SDGs. SDG 8, decent work and economic growth. SDG 11, sustainable cities and communities. SDG 17, partnership for the goals. Tourism is often celebrated for boosting economies, creating jobs, and connecting cultures. According to the World Travel and Tourism Council in 2024, tourism supports 1 in 10 jobs globally. Travel promotes global understanding and can help preserve cultural heritage, with tourists often helping to fund museums, historic sites, and even crafts. A good example of this is the Place of Wonders in Florence, Italy. Since 2023, visitors visit private workshops to support rare Italian craft traditions, helping fund apprenticeships at the local art school there. However, increasingly, communities around the world are experiencing the downsides of tourism, such as environmental damage, cultural erosion, overcrowding, and economic inequality. The United Nations World Tourism Organization has forecasted that by 2030, there could be 1.8 billion tourists travelling around the globe each day. As global travel continues to rise, should we rethink the impact of tourism on people and the planet?
Tourism contributes significantly to climate change and hits the world's poorest countries the hardest, even though they have contributed the least emissions. Concern works in some of these countries where people suffer the worst consequences of climate change, such as more intense and frequent droughts, flooding and storms. This damages crops, reduces clean water, and makes life much harder for people who are already struggling to survive. One of these countries is the Republic of Sudan. The country is at risk of becoming uninhabitable due to increasing temperatures. Sudan is becoming hotter and drier every year. Forests have been cut down and land is turning into desert. Because of conflict in the country, it is even harder for people to deal with droughts or make plans for the future. Drought is especially damaging in Sudan because most families depend on farming for their food and income. At Concern, we work with nature to find solutions. We use eco-friendly farming methods like climate-smart agriculture, which helps farmers adapt to climate change so they can still grow food, look after water, and protect the environment. Concern is committed to rolling out climate-smart agriculture to 600,000 farmers, while also supporting the African Union to roll out climate-smart agriculture to 6 million farmers across the continent. In 2024, Concern trained 300 lead farmers in Sudan on climate-smart agriculture, and they in turn will share their knowledge with 6,000 farmers in 2025.
Now let's take a look at this map. The countries you see highlighted are places where Concern has been working to help end extreme poverty. Many of these places have faced really tough challenges like natural disasters, conflict, famine and drought. Can you name the countries shown here? Work together as a class and see how many you can guess.
The motion is, tourism does more harm than good. The proposition team agree with this motion and want to support it. The proposition team may make an argument such as this one. Tourism has a harmful environmental effect on the planet. According to Sustainable Tourism Alliance in 2024, the tourism industry is responsible for about 8 to 9% of all greenhouse gas emissions worldwide, which scientists say is speeding up climate change. Most of this pollution comes from airplanes, cruise ships, and large hotels, which use huge amounts of fuel and energy. For example, just one round-trip flight from London to New York can produce almost the same amount of carbon as one person uses in a whole year, as reported by Our World in Data in 2023. Big hotels also use lots of electricity for air conditioning, lights, and swimming pools, especially in hot countries where tourists visit all year round. The motion is, tourism does more harm than good. This means that the opposition team disagree with the motion and want to disprove it. The opposition may make an argument such as this one. The money spent by tourists can fund community projects and support local people. Located in the Galapagos Islands in Ecuador, the El Chato Ranch Reserva Ecológica, an ecological reserve, is dedicated to the endangered tortoises of the region. When travellers visit this project, they have the chance to see the tortoises in their natural habitat and learn all about the efforts put in place to keep them safe. There is a strict no-touch policy, as El Chato Ranch is dedicated to leaving these animals in peace and not disturbing their natural habitats. Similarly, when tourists visit Machu Picchu in Peru, the money they spend helps protect the ancient ruins and supports local communities. The 2023 World Heritage Centre report noted that the income from ticket sales helps pay for restoring the site and managing visitor numbers so the stones don't wear away too fast.
Now it's time to get creative. Imagine your own village, town, or city as the best sustainable holiday destination in the world. Sustainable travel means being kind to the planet and helping local people. It's also called ecotourism or responsible travel. You're going to make a poster that shows off your area's amazing attractions and how they support sustainable travel. Here are some ideas to help you. Support local economies. Think of local shops, restaurants or markets. Respect wildlife and nature. Are there parks, eco-farms or outdoor trails nearby? Cultural preservation. What museums, historical sites or traditions make your area special? Highlight at least 3 local places that fit these ideas. When you're done, share your poster with the class and talk about what makes your home unique. Don't forget to display your posters around the classroom or school, and if your teacher wants to share your brilliant ideas online, they can tag us at Concern Active and at Concern Debates. Why not contact your county council or local representatives to see if they would like to hear your ideas about how to promote your area?
Great work today exploring both sides of the motion. As you prepare your own speeches, remember these 3 top tips. 1. Research both sides of the motion. 2. Practice clear and confident delivery, keeping your speeches to 3 minutes. And 3. Always support your ideas with strong evidence. Keep debating, keep questioning, and we'll see you next time. Check out the Concern Primary Debates webpage for useful resources to help you with your debates.